G'day. Yes, I will be talking about Australia. First I have to tell you about this debate that we had last night here on Public Service TV. All the chairmen of the political parties were participating. And there was this extremely bizarre moment during the debate. It's probably the most bizarre thing I've ever seen in a debate. I hope that this is all over social media today here in Sweden, and I hope and I'm sure it will be translated so you can see it. It's so corny. It starts with the Nationalist Party, Jimmy Åkesson, asking the Socialist Party a question. He says, 4 out of 5 foreign rapists get to stay in Sweden. They are not deported. How come? That was the question. And the socialist leader, Stefan Löfven, he said something about it, and then he went on to attack Jimmy Åkesson. As he started to talk about labor market policies. And the audience started to laugh. And I understand, because it was such a bizarre thing. So he did a huge mistake. You know, this is the issue in Sweden. The raping issue. Yeah. And he starts to talk about labor policies. It was crazy. There was something else that I noticed during the debate, and that is that they actually, some of these chairmen started to talk about differences in cultures. Yes. This is new. I've never heard this before. Not really. Well, the Nationalist Party maybe have been talking about this, but now there were more of them. So they actually discussed this. Yeah. And about differences in cultures. So this story is from Melbourne. There was this homeowner that was forced to watch up to 100 African teenagers completely trashing her home. She rented this place out on booking.com, and they rented it. There was somebody who rented it, and then there was this party, and people started to come in. Carloads of African teenagers came to this place, and they had this so-called party. So they trashed it. They shattered windows, smashed holes through walls and broke down doors. This is in Footscray, West Melbourne, on Saturday night and Sunday morning. The owner, who is called Kelly, got calls from horrified neighbors saying that her $836,000 home was being destroyed. She rushed to the home and called the police, but they were unable to go in and stop the party without a warrant. This is unbelievable. So she was forced to stand outside in the street and watch it being destroyed. 100 African teenagers, up to 100 African teenagers. Wow. And she said, she asked the police, can we go in? And they said, no, you can't. It's too dangerous for you to go in. And she said, what can we do? We can't just stand here and watch our house being trashed. And they said, there's nothing you can do. Okay. So she says, I could hear loud noises of doors slamming, glass smashing, and people yelling. Oh, this is from a neighbor, a witness. I couldn't sleep. They were jumping on a neighbor's car and throwing glass bottles. Another neighbor named Harry said the teenagers were swearing at the police and seemed to be looking for a fight. Okay. Well, there are differences in cultures, Absolutely. So, I don't know what to say. I can just picture this for some reason. I can understand this woman, Kelly. She rented the property. She had rented the property out for one night to 5 guests from Adelaide via booking.com. She believes they booked under a false name and cancelled the credit card they booked on, so she couldn't charge them for the damage. So she said this was all planned from the beginning. Awful. Yeah. Kick them out. Send them back to their homelands. Yeah, please. And we should do too, here in Sweden. Send them back. Okay, bye.